The article that I chose to do my research on for this analysis is titled Serial Reaction Time Performance Following Right Parietal Lobe Damage. Implicit sequence learning was assessed through the serial reaction time, commonly abbreviated as SRT. The study involved visual cues to which the subjects were expected to respond by making key presses corresponding to each visual cue. However, there was a special sequence which was embedded in the cues. This sequence was unknown to the subjects throughout the time of the study. As the sequence was repeated over and over, the reaction time noted by the respondents then became shorter. However, the reaction time only increased when a novel stimulus was introduced into the study. The population consisted of a total of 6 patients. The patients had unilateral right parietal damage. The ages of the participants were 40 and 75 years of age. They also had an average of 12.7 years of education. What this means is that they were all educated in line with the current educational requirements. The activity involved the respondents pressing a key in response to visual stimuli. The reaction was observed and noted down by the researchers. The independent variables for the study was performance on the SRT. The dependent variable was implicit learning. The aim of this research process was to investigate whether or not performance on the SRT affected implicit learning in the subjects. The SRT is used as a tool in order to investigate the manner in which the brain learns different sequences. The stimuli that is used in the study consisted of horizontally arrayed squares. 4 of these squares were used in the study. Each square was activated by filling it with a unique color. Once a square was activated, the subjects were requested to respond by pressing a spatial key as quickly as possible in response. They were also asked to strive and be as accurate as possible. Once a new square became activated, immediately after the respondents completed a given key press. The sequence consisted of a total of 8 items. It was noticed that the reaction time was high in both the research sample as well as the control. The learning by these 2 groups was measured using an ANOVA test. Both groups showed that their reaction times improved with the repetition of epochs. A major weakness that I noticed in this study was the sample size. The sample was kind of small. There's also no detail on how sampling was done. This is a weakness as it is hard to establish whether or not the scientific method was used in sampling. A major strength of this study is the fact that it involved a research sample as well as a control sample. Improvements that I would indicate in this research would be that the research could be improved using a larger sample. If a larger sample is used, it is likely to be more representative of the population. There's also little emphasis on the conscious memory of the respondents. An improved study would include elevated focus on the conscious memory as a major indicator of implicit learning and information retention. Thank you.